Good evening, friends. This is 12 midnight. Okay. Now, in the last video, I talked about what is congruency. Okay, I told you about when two figures, when two shapes are equal in shape and size, then they are termed as congruent. Okay. We also saw that two triangles are said to be congruent if they have three sides common. Okay, if the lengths of all the three sides are identical to the lengths of all the three sides of another triangle, तब उन दो triangle को हम congruent कहते हैं. Okay, now in this video we will try to explore the different permutation and combination of angles and sides to establish congruency. ठीक है, हम देखते हैं कि हम कितने permutation combination बना सकते हैं साइड और एंगल के congruency proof करने के लिए. Okay, now let's try SAS, side-angle-side. Okay, now if I have any triangle, let's have this triangle, one side is this angle and this another side. Now if I have another triangle whose side, angle and side are equal with this triangle, will that triangle be congruent to this triangle? Now let's see. Now let me draw another triangle whose side, this side, angle and side is equal. Okay, let me draw this side. Now since the length of these two sides should be equal, okay, now this angle is also equal. Okay, now I can make the second side like this, any side, but since it has to go through this angle, therefore the second side has to go from this side. Okay, has to go from this side. Now this side has to be equal to this side because side angle side बराबर है, so I have to constrain this side to this length. Okay, now there is no constraint. Now this is equal to, okay, now there is no constraint over us for this angle. Okay, this angle, it means that the third side can go anywhere, like this, lekin just because we have to form a triangle, therefore this side has to go from this side. This side is, we don't have any other option but to move this line from this place to this place, because these three lines will not make any triangle, क्योंकि हमारा ये side और ये side तो fixed है. Therefore we can easily see that these two triangle will be congruent. So SAS works. Okay, SAS works. Now let's try ASA. Let's try ASA, angle side angle. Now let me draw any triangle, this. Now angle, side and angle. Okay, now let me draw another triangle whose these two angles and a side between them will be identical. Okay, now let me draw this side first. Now क्योंकि this side will be equal to this side, so I have a constraint with this side, so I cannot make this side either shorter or longer. ठीक है, this. Okay, another constraint is this angle. Okay, this angle. Okay, now this is the angle. Okay, now since there is no constraint to this side, I can move this side to anywhere. Okay, because there is no constraint for this side. Now another constraint for us is this angle. Now this angle. Now we know that the third side has to go from this side. Why? Because this angle is constraint for us, So it has to go from this. Therefore, now you can see that these two triangles will be congruent. So if the two triangles are having two angles common and a side in between them common, then the triangle has to be congruent. So ASA also works. ASA also. This is interesting. This is getting very interesting. Okay, let's form another permutation combination, and let's check out for AAA, angle, angle, angle. Okay, now let's draw any triangle. Now this angle, this angle, this angle. Okay, I'm not saying that these triangles are equal. It is just a symbol of constraints, because these three angles we have fixed. Okay, we cannot make any variation in these angles. Okay, now let me draw any other triangle whose three angles will be equal. Okay, sides पे कोई भी constraint नहीं है. We can make the sides shorter or longer, but the constraint is over angle. क्या ऐसा कोई triangle हम बना सकते हैं जो कि congruent होगा ही होगा in property से? Now, since there is no constraint on a side, let me make. When there is no constraint on a side, I can make the line as long as we want. Constraint is on the angle, so this angle will be the constraint. Okay, this will go like this. Similarly, another constraint will be this angle, this angle, this angle. So clearly we can see that the shape are identical, but not the size. Okay, so AAA, angle, angle, angle definitely does not work for congruency. It is another case of similarity. Actually, we have not talked about this similarity. Now, in mathematics, similarity means two figures or two shapes are similar when their shape is identical but not their size. So all congruent triangles will be similar, but all similar triangles will not be congruent. So AAA does not work. It does not work. Now let's check out another property. We can check out for. We have checked SAS. We have checked ASA. Now let's check AAS, angle, angle, side. Now again, one angle, then this side. Now this angle is a constraint, then this side is a constraint. Angle, angle, and a side. Okay, this is the constraint. Now let us form a triangle whose two angles and a side are identical to this triangle. Now let's draw first the side. This is the side. Now the length of this side should be same. Why? Because this is a constraint. Side बराबर होनी चाहिए. Now since then there is a constraint over angle. Okay. Now therefore this will be the angle. Okay. Now there is no constraint on this side. We can draw this side as long as we want, because इस side पे तो कोई constraint नहीं है. Then the constraint is over angle. Okay, this angle. Okay, now we can see. But we can see that we can, in order to form the triangle, this has to go a little bit upward. Why? Because only in that case we will be able to form the triangle. Therefore, it will go somewhere like this. Somewhere like this. Let me make it more proper. Okay. Therefore, AAS also works. This also works. So when two triangles are having two angles equal and a side common, then congruency also establishes. Now let's do one more. What combination is left? SSA. Now you can do it for yourself. I mean, now you have understood the concept that because every time you cannot memorize that this is the property for congruency, this is double A, triple S, double AS. You cannot learn everything. No, it will be very easy for you when you establish this concept on your own. Okay. Now let's logically establish the congruency for SSA, or whether or not congruency actually exists or not. Now side. So I have this side, I have this side. Okay. Now side, and angle. Now let's form a triangle whose two sides and an angle are equal. Okay. Now this is a side, this is a constraint. So the length of these two sides will be equal. Now then comes another side. Now since there is no constraint over us for this angle, so we can make any angle. So we can draw, the angle as this much, or this much, or this much, or this much. There is no constraint over angle, but there is a constraint over side. So if I draw this side, the length will be equal, but that is a constraint, and this angle has to be equal. So certainly we can say that SSA does not work for congruency. Okay. So in this video we have seen that what are the permutation and combination of angle and side which establish the congruency between two triangles. Okay. Sorry. So in the next video we will see more concepts regarding congruency or some other topic. Okay. Thank you.